the currently in Piku. How many of you? So you have this is the third day for you to have the changing your diet, eating very little. How you feeling? How many of you feel you still feel good? That's good. So those not feeling good, you need to try harder, or you determine you want to do, and that will be helping you. Because when you practice more qigong, you have more qi. You don't want to eat too much food. You can eat whatever you want, but don't get too much. Okay, that is the control. So how many of you now you know the breakfast and lunch Piku diet, and you think you can be on your own now? That's good. Yeah. So that's good. Still, and the lunchtime today, I spend some time with you. So those people not very clear, I give you asking question. You can ask, okay? Yes, that's good. So that is the now you for me, I think that intermittent, that means 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. I think this is very easy for people. All you do have some determination and some practice of energy. You get it. So what we learned so far, the lesson currently, and actually it's a simple, if I say a very, Tao, I tell you, this is what the Tao, if you really read the Tao book, they always compare of cooking and making love. They always compare to like that. One time I saw the article called Making Love is a Chemical Warfare. And that's exactly what the Tao talk about that. When we make love, first thing, organ energy come up, hormone and the gland system energy activate, and they come in combined with the organ energy, combined with the sexual energy, become one of the best energy to give to the offspring. And we know as orgasm, arousal, orgasm. That is the biggest business in the world. Anything can make us arouse and orgasm, we pay money for that. So a good cook or good chef, okay, the first thing they have to do is gathering. You have to have knowledge and specialty to choose the best food. That is very specialty, okay. We call gathering the ingredients. So in the Tao practice, the same. So I like the Tao because I grew up in the religious family and grew up in a very religious country, you know. So I exposed to all these religious like the reverend, the preacher, and the guru, because so many guru come to Thailand, you know, and and the Tao master also come, so from China because so close. So all I do is the beginning. It's just I always learn from them. They want to give you something. It's under the grace of the master, under the grace of the guru, or under the grace of God. They want to give you, or you don't want to give you. They don't like you. They don't give you. That's it. Under the grace. And when they started to learn the Tao, it seemed like, hey, so simple. They just give you a why you do this and how to do it. That's all. So all you're doing now is beginning of gathering the ingredients. And that is, we call the light. And the light have so many different kind of light that you have to learn. Each light do a very special work. Each center, energy center, a light, they do a very different special work. So we set up the center. So always you have to find your location, like the center of the brain. Okay, you make a line front to back, left to right, top to bottom. Line. You have to get the line. And the link is a frequency, a link, a light frequency, light link. Now we in a world of link and password. You know the world. Give me your link. Give me your link, so I can connecting with you. And everybody want the password, and then you have to set up password for everything. But the Tao practice is very simple. They tell you, hey, listen, love, joy, happy, gratefulness is one very special link. It linked to the universe, linked to the primordial force, primordial light, primordial force. a link and connecting to so many of them, a link. Now, so the center of the brain that we learn, gathering all different light into different part of the body and reflecting light. It seems like procedure, quite a little bit procedure, but once you get it, it becomes programming. It programs. I need my put fire. So now the next thing is the perineum. It's also gathering the ingredients. And so we're gathering different kind of energy. So now we're going to talking about the gland system now. So next thing we want to gathering is the gland system. Now we in the sexual energy we have the testicle, ovary, and we have the that is the sexual hormone system. Now, the adrenal gland center is the gland for the heart, or we call the yang gland. We are going to add up this gland into the heart energy. And the thymus is the gland that connecting to the heart. We call little heart. Okay, the pineal gland is connecting to the sexual gland. So the energy go to the sexual organ. So this basic thing of the gland system, because there are every level you use different kind of gland system that helping you. So this one we call gathering the essence of the gland and hormone system. So you have we have many gland systems in the body, but they are interlinked together, endocrine gland system. They all like messenger, carry order. So in the Tao, they always refer this as a pharmacy within. So when we make love, the love energy will combine with all the hormone system and the organ energy together to make a very specified a medicine for you. And this one is real. It's very real. Okay, so the Tao they know that, and we're going to be adding in the gathering the nature forces. It's just like you buying the good cook, good chef. They go and they choose the best ingredient. That's they know, you know. That's why they call a good chef. You know, they know how to choose the good ingredient, and they prepare what they need, and they put them in a kitchen. The same thing that we are doing here now. So now your room that you prepare, now you can store all this energy. When you're gathering them, and when you haven't used it, you prepare and gathering them here in the room. And all you do is simple, smile, sending love and grateful, and spiral from small to big and big to small. That's it. And the third part we learn is now we're going to, when all the ingredients like so we set the water elements, we call blue, we give them a color code, we call blue color or yin. And the heart collection point, we give them a red color, fire. So it's cooking, or make love, cooking, or love. Okay? And there are no mystery because everything is explainable and you can experience them. That is how I like the Tao. And I've been teaching this 40, 50 years. And the more I teach, the more I say, I like it. I want more people to learn it. I don't know what to do. And I want more. I want more people to learn. Because I've been exposed to so many belief systems in my life. And when I understand the Tao, I understand all of them. Everyone have one secret of them. And actually, so everyone have one, but usually they don't tell you why. You just have to believe, donation, a devote, and that's it. No? And one day you get it. So when I learn the Tao, I say, I like this. And my master always say, this is a spiritual technology, not a belief system. But you have to work with your soul and spirit development technology. So you don't have to be any belief, but you have soul and spirit, and you need to work on it. Okay, so let's stand up. Knocking on your door of life. And the hip. reverse direction, focus 9 times, rest and feel energy. Rest and feel energy. Spinal cord breathing. Now, the differences here is Chi, energy flow, aware of energy. Rub your hand warm, aware the sacrum and cranial. Feel Chi floating. Eventually, you can use your mind to guide the energy flow. So we know that in normal way, when we move, the blood moves and energy flow. We have, and energy is heat, warm. But the Tao Qi Gong theory is mean you use your mind to train to move energy and the blood follow. And that is much faster and easier. Okay, so looking back at the moon. Hold, turn to the left, to the right. And crane neck. And the turtleneck. And rest. So now I'm going to guide you through the practice, but this time we're going to emphasize on how you amplify the pulse with the sound with the pulse, with the heart and the breathing. So, rock your spine and let's do abdominal breathing and follow with the embryonic breathing. Embryonic breathing you should do about 3 times. Because it's creating a suction. In the Tao said, a baby, a fetus in the mother womb, the diaphragm before they develop the diaphragm. So when they're going to born, they have to fully develop. Otherwise, when they're born, they cannot breathe, they die. So the diaphragm in the fetus level, they become like a energy suction. And it's a suction, but instead of, because they have no air to breathe, suck in, so they're creating the diaphragm moving when we, the baby are moving, everything is moved. So they actually draw in light and force and sound into it. Okay. So they understand so much about this process, how this primordial light, primordial force, primordial sound activate our body, or when these three things come together, we call a creator. A creating thing. And the three forces always search for each other. They always search for each other. Search. They're looking for each other. They are looking for a place they can reunite. That is the key, but they are looking for a place they can reunite together. And that is a living thing, human body. Okay, so that is the key of these forces. When a fetus they develop, their diaphragm move, they draw in these forces inside there, and they develop, they grow, they grow, they grow. So when we born, I don't know the thing, but we know that maybe the process collecting all the primordial light, primordial force, primordial sound is complete. And you don't need it, now you're growing, so they stop. So this diaphragm kick into drawing air that we need to breathe. And we forget it. We just breathe, that's it. We forget it. So when the Tao talk about primordial breath, that means a breath when you are fetus, when you are breathing in the primordial light, primordial force, primordial sound, the function of it, they still remember that. So the formula is when the normal breath stops, the true breath begins. There's one simple word that takes 1/2 a second to say that. But it takes me 1,000 pages to write and show you how to practice. People sometimes they don't appreciate on that. They think that, oh, it's so simple. This system, this practice is so simple. So 2 words and finish, and like I know it everything now. I know, and like. Okay, so the embryonic breathing you should do all the time, every time. Now you activate the upper dantian suction. You activate the lower pubic and the lower dantian suction. Lower part, pelvic area. And the suction in the cauldron. So the three suction. This all involved with primordial breath. Okay, so we start with abdominal breathing. At least 36 times. And they all the down where they explain quite detail about the barrel breathing, the differences of the barrel breathing, and the breath of fire, the difference. Okay, so barrel is just like a blacksmith. They want to melt the iron. They need fire, so they spread around like that. So we call barrel breathing. And it's very good. You should do every day, 2 or 3 times a day of this barrel breathing. Not too slow, not too fast, but you feel that you are when you inhale, you expand. When you exhale, so there are 2 parts. One, inhale, suck the stomach and squeeze the organ, and exhale, relax. Or you inhale, you expand, exhale, you contracting, and squeeze the organ. Like you rinsing the organ, squeeze the organ. You need a little bit time in the between to do that. So let's do it. So now I use the normal breathing. Okay. I can emphasize, squeeze more, a little bit like the mind and the eye and the abdominal, squeeze more what organ I need to do, you know. Now exhale, hold the breath. So now the formula kick in. When the normal stop, when the normal breath stop, the true breath begin. The true breath is you activate the diaphragm, but you have no air to breathe, and the body started slowly. Remember, when we are fetus, we are drawing primordial force, primordial life, primordial sound. Feel a slight suction in the center of the brain, and feel a suction there. If you need help, breathe, exhale. I forget it. So you can breathe anytime you want. Okay. Again, now we do 9 times breathing. Now exhale. Feel suction in the crown. Tap your mid eyebrow, forehead, crown. And feel suction. You're not breathing, but you feel the diaphragm activate, and you train every day. You open, open. Every day you do open more, open more, open more, open more. That's all. There's no hurry. When you do the Tao, there's no hurry, no hastiness, nothing. Just slow. Just go on. Okay, go on your life. When you are no hurry, no hasty, this is long life, easy life. Even you are very busy, it's just no hurry. Just do your practice, do your thing, do your whatever. Easy life. You can be in a very busy life, you still can be not hurry, but you're getting done. No hasty, no hurry, no emotional, and you're getting done. So when you rest, you feel, hey, my mid-eye